An exciting announcement this week was that your parent company has purchased, and the language on this I'm a little unclear on, they've purchased CBS or the CBS affiliation. Explain what the news is this week.
What it is that when television stations converted to the digital formats a few years back, instead of being on Channel 2, which was the VHF, or a higher channel, which was the UHF, everybody was given digital sub-channels. So folks that get us over the air, 2.1 is WKTV. Right now, 2.2 is CW, and 2.3 is MeTV. Well, what we did was we purchased some equipment that allows us to put another high-definition channel on. So we procured a CBS affiliation to put that on 2.2, and then move CW to 2.3, and then MeTV to 2.4. So we're not getting rid of anything. We're adding one of the big four networks to our lineup. And it's that technological change that makes this doable. It's actually relatively common, or becoming more common, that you're seeing in markets that might not have had one of the big four affiliates, that being ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, that didn't have one of the big four in market and instead were serviced from outside of their market. It's allowing them to put the network on one of those digital sub-channels. So that's...
So you mentioned one of the digital sub-channels. So I think most people who have cable in the Utica area say CBS is Channel 5. What happens when this is actually implemented? Does Channel 5 still come up on their Time Warner cable, and is it you, or is that Syracuse then?
That's the plan, that it's going to be us. WTVH won't be on in the Utica cable system anymore.
Which is Syracuse, TVH.
That's correct.
Yes, okay.
That's correct.
And when do you think this will happen?
Well, we're going to go over the air with it, so folks with the antennas will start getting it on November 22nd, which is a Sunday. We picked the November 22nd, 2.2 is where it's going to be on the air, so we picked that, and that way we can get it on before Thanksgiving. It looks as if it will be on the Utica cable system around November 30th. They haven't given us an official date, but they're saying on or about November 30th, and then haven't been given the official word when it would be in the other cable systems in the Utica TV market, that being Herkimer County and Otsego County. Just a quick note that if folks live in Rome, they're technically part of the Syracuse market. So on cable in Rome and Vernon, Verona, and that area, for example, they're still going to get WTVH. They won't get this CBS affiliate. They're going to get WTVH because they're technically part of the Syracuse market.
For television market purposes, Rome is part of Syracuse. So.
Correct.
Okay, so let me ask you this. A viewer watching CBS programming when you guys take it over, what will they notice that's different? How will you be able to program that differently than what's currently being done?
Well, the biggest thing is that we're going to simulcast a couple of our news programs, the 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. news, also the half hour at noon that'll air on the CBS. Then 12:30 to 1 would continue on the NBC side, but 12:30 on CBS would go to Young and the Restless. And we're going to simulcast our 11 o'clock news. So for folks that do watch CBS programming, especially the primetime programming, that gives them an opportunity that they can watch our local station after the primetime programming that they may watch. So as far as prime and sports, it's still going to be the same signal coming through. It's just going to be coming through Utica as opposed to coming through Syracuse. But what it does offer us the ability to do, and not at launch certainly, but perhaps at some point in 2016, the ability to perhaps launch a newscast that is CBS specific and would air in a different time that we're currently not broadcasting news on WKTV, the NBC side.
Interesting.
So now would that be earlier in the afternoon? Be later? Not sure. I think a lot of things are, those are going to be a work in progress. But this gives us the opportunity that, if there are local breaking news that's going on, or weather alerts, or any of those type of deals, we can do that Utica based as opposed to Syracuse. And this is certainly, all due respect to the folks out at TVH, they've done a great job. But it's they're 60 miles away, and we're right here in Deerfield to serve Utica, Herkimer, and Otsego County. So that's one of the reasons that we made the move. It's a commitment that our owners made to the area, that they're in it for the long haul, and they want to. I said this on the air last night. One of the jobs you have as a licensee is to serve in the public interest, and this is an opportunity to bring more information and programming, and especially newscasts and other important, special reports, weather reports,
Yep.
that critical information to local folks, and having the ability to do that, it became a great opportunity for us.
I guess maybe this is to be determined, but when you're talking about additional newscasts, it would come from the WKTV newsroom, right?
Correct. It's,
okay.
We're not going to have we don't have any plans as of right now to hire a whole new staff. We're
Right.
not running a separate station, really, as it were. That's why it's called a digital sub-channel. It's, we're not building a new building or putting up a new tower. Or, it's on our regular feed. We just, like I said, the technology is there now that you can feed multiple streams in our current transmission facilities. So no plans as of right now to have a CBS specific staff.
Sure.
I could see down the road, certainly adding some folks to. Which is always good news if you can add some folks to bolster that CBS product. But that'll be that's probably a 2016 project as we're getting so late in 2015 now.
So, Steve, as you're explaining this to me, I'm realizing that I kind of have this issue as well, where I'm a Time Warner Cable customer, as many of our listeners are. So it's Channel 5, but in a spare bedroom, I've just got like a digital antenna, and I can't get CBS because it comes out of Syracuse. So this will change, I guess, next month here. Okay. Well,
exactly, and honestly, Jeff, that's one of the reasons that we did it too. We estimate there's about 10,000 viewers around here that don't subscribe to either cable or satellite, and they use the digital antenna. And some of the folks that are hooked up to cable or satellite, like you just mentioned, may have a second or third television that's just hooked up to the antenna, but they can't get the Syracuse signal, or for some of the folks to our south may not be able to get the Binghamton signal, so haven't had CBS programming. And when you think, for example, that CBS has the Super Bowl once every 3 years, if that's your only source of how to procure television, how to view it, is over-the-air antenna, well, now we've just opened that door for a lot of folks who didn't have that opportunity to do that before. So that was another a huge win in our favor to make this happen, and it'll be a win for those folks that only subscribe, or don't subscribe, I should say, they have over the air.
Okay. My last question is this, and I think I know the answer. It's just something someone suggested to me. This is a done deal, right? Someone had said, well, they need approval from this one, that one, and the other one. You guys wouldn't be out with this unless this was a done deal.
No, this is a done deal, and I think why people are thinking that it needs approval. If this were its own channel, meaning that you would license with its own transmitter and its own tower, what have you, then yes, that has to be approved by the FCC. And it's creating a new station, but because this is a sub-channel, it's already part of an existing facility using the transmitter that's already licensed. So there isn't that very long approval process and whatnot that goes with it. So because we did have a couple of people call that, so WTVH came in the market because there wasn't a CBS affiliate in Utica, in the Utica TV market. So whether it be Time Warner or Direct and Dish, to bring that CBS programming in, they went to the next closest market, which for most of the folks is Syracuse. For some of the folks, it's Binghamton. But now that it's offered right in the Utica market, that's the one that would be chosen. Direct has told us they'll put us up probably about December 1st, give or take, and Dish would be about the same time. So the satellite providers are on board, and like I said, it'll be on the Utica cable system right about November 30th. The other two cable systems, we're still waiting on word from Time Warner as far as when that may happen. So, but we're excited about it, and I think it's, I said on the air last night, I think it's good for the city and the area when you can have all four of the big four affiliates in your city. There are some market sizes similar to Utica that don't have two of the four of the big four affiliates. They're imported from outside the market. So the fact that we're able to, have all four of the big four in this market, plus CW, plus My 9 when you count the third station for the Next Star Group in Utica. We've got six stations here, so that's something that the area can hang its hat on, which is pretty cool.
Steve, I appreciate the time. Thank you, and an exciting announcement. Good luck.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Appreciate it.